Hey, Kris, can you let us in a little bit on the line tinkering? Obviously, completely different lines coming into the game, and then you change them up again heading into the second period.
Yeah, I think we just need a little mix up there going into the game, and then it didn't work out as much as I'd like to. A little bit, Zach hasn't played much left wing lately. Obviously, he can play left wing. He's done a lot in his career, and he's handled it well, but he hasn't practiced at all, and just felt that putting Nuggy back on his left spot and putting Izzy back on his right, and that was pretty much the two things I was thinking about on that change.
Connor Brown was saying that you do things with a purpose, but given all that in your answer before, did you even feel like a little bit of a mad scientist with all your with all your kind of shifting around a little bit tonight?
We made some switches there after the first period, and then it looks, well, there's a lot of line combinations, but a lot of it has to do with after 4-on-4, after power plays, after penalty kills, and guys who sit there for a while, and you kind of want them to be part of the game, and it's not a strategical thing, but it's just mostly keeping those guys involved in the game.
When you do that, when you come to the rink and you change a bunch of guys around, is it, on one hand, I suppose it could freshen things up because it's a long season. On the other hand, you're moving guys from places they've been comfortable. Do you have to sort of weigh the dynamic a little bit and make sure it's greeted the way you want it to be greeted?
Well, as a coach, you always want to motivate players. I think it's good that you pretty much know who your best players are, and they're going to get most of the ice time, and they're going to play with better players. But you also want to reward players who have been playing well, and one of them been Connor Brown. Connor Brown, the last 23 games, I think it was, they started scoring. I think first 13 games he had 1 point, and then after that, he's producing at a point per game almost. I think he's third on our team behind Leon and Connor. So, it's you want to motivate those guys and give them rewards for playing well, and he definitely deserved a reward.
Coming off that last game, what were the things you saw tonight that you felt were corrected?
Just mostly our execution with the puck, just making little plays under pressure, just finding that stick rather than allowing their stick to get on it. And maybe in the first two games after the break, we were, there's two kinds of turnovers. There's one on just low percentage plays, trying something that's not there. Then there's other kind of turnovers where the execution's not there and you're just not finishing that play. Tonight, I thought there was a lot of times where we were able to execute that play and get into the offensive zone and have good opportunities around the net. So, I thought our defense were really good at that tonight, and I thought our forwards were. And I think the first two games after the break, it was missing.
If you can, maybe just a thought on McDavid and Draisaitl. The offense has always been there, the steadiness that they're producing here at these streaks that they're on, just how every single night they're reliable in that way, which just maybe gives everybody a chance to steady, and you're always in it, basically, with that kind of offense.
Well, you look at our record and where we are in the standings, and the two big reasons are Connor and Leon, how well they've played at both ends of the rink, and then also producing offensively. Every single night, very rarely they held off the score sheet, and you have success when your best players are your best players, and those two are our best players, and very, very few times they're not. So, it helps everyone else, especially me.
How did you feel Jeff Skinner played?
Jeff played really well tonight. I really liked his game. Plays like that, deserves more opportunities. Right now, I've got a bunch of guys I think deserve more opportunities, but he's got to stick with that. I think he played dug in, won a lot of battles, had some shots on net. I thought that was a really good game from him.